What's up, Unlimited Lifers? Coach Corey here. Together we'll do it better. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use other groups or leverage other Facebook groups in order to grow your personal brand and business. What you're going to see while I'm doing this video, you're probably going to see a lot of these pop-ups because I'm going to be showing you a strategy in this video on how to start getting a lot more engagement on posts, how to start getting your name out there, how to build your brand, leveraging other people's groups, right? So if you guys haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be giving you all kinds of great information on how to grow your personal brand and business using Facebook on this channel. And this is going to be one of those. So make sure that you do that first and foremost. And then we will hop down into it. If you haven't already, watch my previous video that shows you guys how to discover the right kind of groups to join as far as your niche goes in order to start doing this process, right? So first you got to join other groups, and then you're going to start implementing this process right here, right? Excuse me. So here we are. We're just inside of my Unlimited Life Academy group. If you're not already a member, guys, make sure you join. There's a link in the description below. Join this group because this is where I do a lot more live training and stuff. So if you want to do, if you want to ask me questions and stuff and you want to do it live, join the Unlimited Life Academy, and I do a lot of lives in there so you can ask all your questions in there. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into it, right? So again, in the last video, I told you guys you needed to go and join several different Facebook groups and in your niche. And now I'm going to show you the process of what you need to do in order to start growing your personal brand or business, however you want to call it, through these other groups, right? So just a little bit ago, I did a post inside of this group, Freedom Fighters. This is Blake Newbar's group, and I did a post in here, right? So you can see new activity. I did this post 36 minutes ago, but as soon as you come into the group right now, anybody that comes into this group is going to see my post first, right? It's super important because this is going to be the number one key to getting more people to interact with your stuff. And right now you can see I've already gotten 10 comments, and I've gotten 11, 12, 13 people that interacted with it, right? So this is the trick. You're going to go into these groups that are active groups like I showed you how to join already, and you're going to do some kind of valuable post, right? So whatever niche it is that you're in, you're going to be teaching that inside of these other groups, and you guys are going to give them like super hot tips, tricks, strategies, right? And you're going to do it in a way that is not fishy at all. You are just going to go in there and add value to the group. And you can see, by all these pop-ups that are coming up, I'm going to show you a couple different examples because I did this same exact post with a few little tweaks here and there on a couple different things, right? So you don't want to copy and paste the same exact post in every group, but you can kind of do it, just tweak it a little bit so it looks a little different in each group that you do it. But this was the first one that I came in, right? And I did this post, and it's just talking about engagement, right? Teaching you guys, just like I teach on this channel, same kind of thing. I'm teaching you how to get more engagement on your Facebook post, right? And this is super important because obviously people want to learn how to get more people to interact with their things. And to get 10 comments and 13 reactions in the first 37 minutes in somebody else's group is pretty good, right? But all I did in this post, I came in here and I gave them my strategy that I use to get more engagement on posts. I'll just briefly go over this. You guys can probably read it while I'm sitting here. But step one, you're going to create a post that's like a engagement post, typically like question post, right? Use the question post with like the colored background. That way it kind of stops the scroll. And then the second thing you're going to do is you're going to interact with that post for the first 20 minutes as much as possible. And then you're just going to let it go and then go back and interact with it. When it's inside of somebody else's group, every time that somebody interacts with it, it gets pushed back up to the top because of this new activity, right? So whenever people are going into this group, they're going to see that this post is going to be the first thing that they see. And this is super, super important. But then basically what you're going to do is as people start commenting on this post, you're just going to go and interact with yourself. So I love everybody's comments, and then I typically reply back, right? Now, if you can reply back with a question, like turn their response into a question, that's going to be one of the best things that you can do because you're going to start getting more engagement. You can see, again, more stuff just popping up. This is how it happens. This is the engagement process, right? So after the 20 minutes, and then you can just stop, and every couple hours you go back and interact with the people. But for the first 20 minutes, it's super important to do it, right? So anyway, going back to the strategy of actually leveraging this to grow your own brand. what's going to happen is if you add a lot of value, right? And I'm talking, you can give away like your number one secret. It doesn't matter because, you know, not everybody in this group, there's like 5,000 members in this group, right? 5,155 members. Not all 5,000 members are going to see this post. Not all 5,000 are going to read this post. And definitely not all 5,000 are going to interact with this post, right? But you're going to get a bunch of people that do. So don't hold back. Give away like your top secret. It doesn't matter. Trust me. All this is going to do is show that you are the authority, that you are the master, that you are the expert in your niche, right? And that's all I did here. I didn't do anything about, hey, comment below, whatever. All I did was drop value, and I said, I hope this helps you with your post engagement, right? Now, here's the key. When you do this, what's going to happen is people are going to, you know, they're probably going to start checking you out because they're like, wow, this guy just added a lot of value, right? So I'll probably start getting some friend requests, right? The thing is a lot of people will probably come in here, look at my profile, and see what I'm about. So I help people grow Facebook groups to 1,000+ members in 90 days or less. You know, and there's a whole training that I'm doing, guys, that is just on this, on how to set up your profile like this in order to be a funnel. If you want to check that out, you can check it out at profitableprofiles.com. I will put a link in the description below for that. But this is like my number one key to growing my Facebook groups, right? I have this little fake button here. When you click on it, it says, hey, join my group. And that's how I've grown several groups to 1,000+ members in 90 days or less. But getting back to it, go into the group. Drop value, just pure value. You're not fishing, you're not doing anything like that. You just go in there, add value, and then you're gonna start getting a lot of people that interact. All right, so that's in this group. Like I said, there was another group, the ClickFunnels official group, right? I did the same thing in there. Let's see what post this is. Yeah, so this is actually the post that's inside of the ClickFunnels official, right? So I changed it up just a little bit. I changed the picture on it, but I did basically the same thing, right? Came in here, did the same kind of post. I gave all that same information away. I changed up the picture. I changed up, you know, kind of this little stuff down here, and I added, you know, up here, can I over deliver? Is it just me, or is that statement annoying AF, right? But seriously, if you want more engagement, read and implement. And you can already see this post I did 12 minutes ago, and I've already gotten some comments on it, obviously, right? Scott Lucas sent me a thing, you know, visualize an attack, you know, and then you can just reply, you got that right, right? You got that right. And then that's all you got to do. And every time that you engage with this, again, this is a huge group, right? So ClickFunnels official. If you don't know what ClickFunnels is, guys, I'll drop a comment or I'll drop a link below for that if you guys want to check that out. But ClickFunnels is a software that I use to build funnels, right? Excuse me. And this is their group, and there is 236,844 members in here. Again, not everybody's going to see this post, but throughout the day, as people are coming into this group, this post will stay at the top the more engagement it gets. So that's the whole point of like kind of stretching this out. If you see it like firing off really quick, you know, you're getting a lot of comments on it or whatever, you know, stay on top of it for the first 20 minutes. That's always important. But then once you do that, you want to wait. You know, you want to wait an hour and then go back and reply to somebody. Wait another hour, go back and reply to somebody. Because every time that somebody comments on that, or every time that you comment on it, it's going to get boosted back to the top of that group, right? And that's how you create more engagement, and that's how you start growing your name. Once people see the value that you add, like I said, they're going to, you know, check you out. They're going to check out your profile. So if you check out my profile, I'm going to lead them into my group or into an offer that I have, right? And again, I have training on that if you want, profitableprofiles.com, link in the description below. So again, I'll just come in here, and I always heart, because hearts go higher on the algorithm, right? Because it's a farther step. Like to click like is just one click, but to do the heart, you have to like hover over it and select heart. And I'll do more training on that kind of stuff later. But in this one, all I wanted to do was show you guys how you can go into these other groups and leverage them to grow your personal brand and business. So first and foremost, you're adding value, right? Like give away your secrets of your niche inside these posts. You can make them nice and long like this or whatever. You know, you can keep them short and sweet. Doesn't matter. As long as you give them value, they will love it, like it, comment on it, all that good stuff. And then ultimately, they'll either follow you, or what you can do, I'm going to show you this really quick, which I'll go more over this in the next video. But really quick, what you're going to do is as people start reacting, right? Because a lot of people in this group, 200 and some thousand, they're obviously not all my friends on Facebook. So when they comment, like, I don't know if she's my friend or not. We're friends. Let me see if Andy Griffith is my friend. He's my friend. So typically what'll happen is, people will start interacting with this post that aren't my friend, and then I'm going to go and send them a friend request, right? Because they already like your post. They're already commenting on your post. And again, we'll go into more detail on that later. But that's it, guys. That's how you leverage other groups to grow your own personal brand or business on Facebook, or grow your own Facebook group. The key here is to have your profile set up, though, right? So if we just look at my profile real quick, I'm going to show you like what you get when you go to profitableprofiles.com. So if I go to my profile, I should have just clicked it at the top. That's all right. You can see here, right, like grow my Facebook group to 1,000 plus members in 90 days or less. People can click here, and then that takes them, to where you can get like my free ebook, right? So if you're not already friends with me on Facebook, go ahead and do that. But all the stuff here, I help entrepreneurs explode their personal brand in Facebook group. Click there, and then here's like a free download I have. Again, that's my Facebook group explosion ebook. And then here's that same exact post that I did on my own personal profile, right? And I'm getting engagement on that as well, right? And then same thing, you just want to like it or heart it, and then go back. I can go back and answer, right? Obviously, on your personal profile, people are already your friends, so that's not a big deal. But whenever you're inside of the groups, that's gonna be where the powerful stuff comes in, right? So like on this one, let me just show you real quick. So if I click on this, I'll go into more training on this later. But all these people, so here's a couple people, I would just add friend, right? I would add that person as friend. I would add that person as a friend. As people interact with it, once they start liking your stuff and engaging with your stuff, you're just going to send them a friend request. That's all there is to it. But I'm going to go into more detail on that in the next video. That's all I got for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, and join my Facebook group, Unlimited Life Academy, if you want to be able to ask me questions live, right? Because I do a lot of Facebook Lives in my group. Join that. I'll have a link in the description below for the Unlimited Life Academy. Join today, and we will see you guys in another video. I'll see ya. I love ya. Goodbye.